At Room to Room, there's no need to wait. Black Friday deals are going on now.
Discover our gift shop full of treasures, Peter's Pottery, Votivo, and Tyler Candles, kitchen essentials, and more. All in stock now.
Room to Room Tupelo, where we know there's no place like your home.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning, and welcome into Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. Thanks so much for tuning in out here on your Wednesday morning. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley, getting you out the door this morning. Here's everything that you need to know. Number one, the best news I have for you this morning is we're not seeing as cold of a start. So that is some good news. Not as frigid as you're headed out the door now. Still cold in my books, but not near as cold as where we started off the work week at. Now, the warming trend is going to continue. We're seeing a warmer morning, warmer afternoons are ahead, dry afternoons as well, because rain does not return until we head into next week. So details on all of that coming up in the next few minutes. Let's talk temperatures out the door right now, though. Look at this. We're in the 40s. Hey, that's some good news out there. 47 in Holly Springs, 44 in Lafayette County, 43 in Water Valley, 41 in Senatobia, 40 up in Tunica. Still hanging out in the 30s from Alcorn County, Boonville, Amory as well. So some of us even in Tupelo in the upper to middle 30s out there, a little bit warmer than everybody else. Most of us in the 40s this morning, 45 down in Starkville. All of us sitting warmer. So no matter if you're in the 30s or the 40s out here this morning, all of us are warmer than we were this time yesterday. So sorry, my cat is in here wanting to make an appearance. But all of us are warmer than we were yesterday. I'm talking 15 up to 20 degrees warmer. So as you're heading out the door, yeah, you're probably still going to need the coat. Might even want to continue to warm your car up a little bit early, but noticeably different than yesterday morning, and especially out there for your Monday morning. Let's take a look outside, shall we? Clear conditions ongoing. This is over in Rolling Fork. Temperatures in the 40s out here this morning in Rolling Fork. So nice conditions nonetheless. You saw a few of those birds flying. Same story over in Aberdeen. Beautiful sunrise ongoing. No complaints here in the weather department this morning. Temperatures in the upper 30s there. Feeling like more like the mid 30s. So again, still probably going to need a coat out the door. Here's the good news that I do have for you. Over your first 12 hours ahead, temperatures are really going to be warming up. We'll be near 40 by 7, upper 50s by 10. And we're back in the middle to upper 60s this afternoon. So yeah, about 10 degrees warmer than we were yesterday. Lots of sunshine still hanging out in the forecast, and temperatures in the 50s as we head 7 o'clock and on. Here's an overall picture of what's going on satellite and radar this morning. Again, we're clear across the Twin States for the most part, tracking a system, bringing a front into the picture. Not going to be changing up our weather pattern too much over the coming days. Only thing I think I'm going to be tracking throughout the rest of your work week is just going to be cloud cover that comes in and out of the area. So take a look at this as we head throughout your Wednesday. Yeah, some clouds in the picture as that system rolls through, and still hanging around out there for your Thursday morning, mainly for the southern half of the area. So really watching this from places like central Arkansas, stretching into places north of Lee County, north of Tupelo, getting in on more of that cloud cover out there for your Thursday morning. This will be rolling out, dissipating as we head throughout the day on Thursday, becoming more sparse before building back in here by your Friday. I think we stay dry though. Again, just cloud cover in and out and kind of rolling out of here as we head throughout your day on Friday. Main story for your work week is going to be these warming conditions. We are going to be warming back up, warmer today. We get even warmer over the next few days ahead. So you're going to want to stick around and know how warm things do get coming up next. We'll talk about just how warm those temperatures are going to be getting, and we have adjusted them since yesterday. So even warmer out there again. We'll have your full look at your 7-day forecast. And hey, did you see the Northern Lights last night? We're going to be looking at pictures sent in by you coming up at the end of this live broadcast. So all those details and those pictures coming up after this.
Give the gift of a delicious burger from Bulldog Burger, a soup and sandwich from Sweet Pepper's Deli, appetizers and cocktails from The Grill, or even a wood-fired steak from Harvey's. Choice is the perfect gift. An all-in-one gift card from Eat With Us.
By the time you see the symptoms of lung cancer, it could be too late. Now there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early. If you smoked, get scanned.
Some people judge a book by its cover, and if you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of like a reject.
School, it feels like everyone's staring at me and I'm just kind of not really a person.
It just feels hard today. Nobody was listening to me.
And I'll try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at soundedouttogether.org.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, good morning. Happy Wednesday out there. Thanks as always for tuning in and starting off your morning here with Mississippi Live Weather. Want to show you what's ongoing on Mississippi Live radar this morning as you're heading out the door, and it's a whole lot of nothing. So you're good to go out the door. We're tracking clear conditions across the board. No rain going to be impacting your morning commute. You can see it here on these cameras. Beautiful blue skies out there this morning. Not a lot of clouds at all in the forecast today, and temperatures in the 40s to start off your day. Middle 40s over in Mabin. Again, beautiful blue skies out there, really no matter where you are. This is the view you're going to be looking at. Live look over in Pontotoc. Looks like that camera is frozen, but I'm going to go back and show you that because it might have been last night with the northern lights. I think I see a little bit of those green hues. So frozen camera, we'll get to the northern lights pictures at the end of your 7-day forecast. So we'll talk about that in the coming minutes. Here's a look at your airport delays this morning region-wide. Still not tracking many from Memphis, Little Rock, down into places like Atlanta as well, Gulfport on the coast. Only thing I'm tracking region-wide is some moderate delays over in the Houston airport if you happen to be traveling down into Houston. As for sticking here in North Mississippi, still going to need the coats for kids out the door this morning with drop-off temperatures in the 30s. By the time you're picking them up, though, able to shed those coats. Middle 60s will turn into 70s by the time we round out this afternoon. Take a look at your high temperatures: 69 in Houston, 69 in Bruce, 69 in Water Valley. Further south as you go, some 70s do pop on the board from Kosciuszko down into Macon. Middle 60s the further north that you go. So most of us topping off somewhere in the 60s today. Overall, a more average day ahead. So average conditions do return to us here in North Mississippi throughout a good portion of the state. And we're kind of between two different averages, right? So warmer conditions sit off to our west with above average conditions still hanging out in places like the West Coast all the way into the plains. And then the further east that you go along the eastern coastline, below average conditions still sitting in from places like New York all the way down to Florida. We're in the middle of that, and we're looking at more around average conditions for our day today. But above average conditions come back into the forecast as we head over the next few days. Take a look at your high temperatures. So we're in the 60s today. We take it to the 70s tomorrow. This is where we're going to be topping off over your next 7. So not getting any warmer than this. Middle 70s, even some upper 70s out there on your Saturday. That's the warmest we're going to be getting. But again, that's about 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. So definitely warm as we head late week into your weekend. And then things do start to more moderate out as we head into your next upcoming work week. So warm conditions, yeah, they're ahead. Let's talk about your hour-by-hour forecast. I'm not tracking any rain out there for you this morning, so that's some good news as we continue on for your Wednesday. Yeah, some clouds going to be rolling in, mainly for the southern half of our area. I'm thinking Cleveland, Grenada, all the way over into places like Vernon, Alabama, and south, getting the best chance of some cloud cover throughout your day ahead, but no rain expected with this. As we head into your Thursday, those clouds continue to hang out again in the central and southern half of our viewing area. And then as we head throughout your day on your Thursday, again, they're starting to become less and less throughout the afternoon. Some peaks of sunshine continuing to happen. Going into your Friday, let's roll on. More cloud cover for the entirety of the area. You might see little pops of green out there. I think this model is a little bit overambitious. I think dry conditions are going to be prevailing all the way throughout your Friday, so nothing to hold you up in the weather department throughout the entirety of your work week. Again, we're just tracking clouds in and out of the forecast. Now, rain does eventually return. We do believe we are eventually going to be seeing rain chances, but the question is, what day, what time, because models have been very, very different run to run. That means each time a new update is put out by a model, it's different than the last one by pretty significant time differences. But here's your precipitation outlook as we head 6 to 10 days out from now. So the 18th through the 22nd, we are looking at wetter than average conditions coming back here in North Mississippi. So we're pretty confident we are going to be seeing rain. It's just what day are we going to be seeing it that we have a few questions on. Here's a look at your rain chances ahead. Again, we're dry all the way through Friday. We're dry through your weekend. So you remember we did have a 30% chance on Sunday, just to be transparent with you. Then we had a 20. Now we have really a 0% chance. I don't think it's going to be raining on your weekend ahead. So that's some good news out there for you. We shouldn't be complaining about that. We know changes come in the forecast. So no rain this weekend. However, Monday through Wednesday, these are the days we're watching where a system could come into play, bring some more widespread rainfall into the mix for North Mississippi. The question is, which day will be the wettest and what will the time frame eventually be? So those are some questions we're going to have to answer in the coming days as models become more consistent. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. As we see today are going to be in the 60s, 70s out there for your Thursday and Friday. Overnight lows turn to near 50 by Friday morning, into the 50s Saturday into Sunday, with 70 sticking around, and then we get near 70 as we head Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of your next work week. And then we'll be tracking out some rain chances. And make sure to keep tuning in day to day, but especially over the weekend, we'll have more of an idea on which of those days will be the wettest. So make sure to tune in with meteorologist Caleb. He'll be here over the weekend adjusting those. I know that's a few days out from now, but that's when we'll really know about those specific chances. Now, I said, we're going to be talking about the northern lights at the end of your 7-day forecast. Did you go out and see it? Did you tune in with us last night? We got some really cool pictures in. We also got some really cool views from the North Mississippi Storm Chaser camera network. But I want to highlight a few of your pictures at the end of all of the live broadcasts this morning. So take a look at this. This was over in Aberdeen, sent in to us by Tammy. Beautiful conditions out there. I love this picture because you can see the pink and the green. Pink goes good with green, right? If you've seen Wicked, you know that quote. But beautiful conditions out there over in Aberdeen. Really awesome picture. Again, it always shows up if you went out and saw this and you're like, well, I didn't see that. It always shows up better with your phone. So these pictures always look a little bit more vibrant than the actual thing you're going to be seeing with your eyes out there. This is another one over in Algoma, beautiful bright pink out there as well. And one more by Michael over in Water Valley. Love that you can see the reflection in the water. So beautiful conditions were out there. It was questionable whether we were going to see these northern lights or not. We knew it was a level 4 storm. But there's always questions until it happens. So it's like we kind of wait it out and say it could happen, and then we're always thankful when it does. So really awesome pictures. Again, we're going to continue to show your pictures throughout the morning. So if you did send any, you want to know if yours is going to be in, make sure to tune in to the end of all of our live broadcasts this morning, and we will continue to show you the pictures that are sent in from yesterday night. Again, we'll be on again at 7 a.m., so make sure to tune in there for more Northern Lights pictures, and of course your updated forecast, and also at 7:30 as well. We'll see you then.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Lobhon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Lobhon has proven himself trustworthy